Let's see what this one is. And how much I'll get from it. Because I'm currently sitting at 42.46, which is, yep, 26. Xavier, how are you today? Once again, we meet again, my gallant adventurer friend. Hello, my gallant film producer friend. How have you been recently? How have you been recently? We're in sync. The mark of a friendship that has withstood the test of time, surely. But since I was a little faster, why don't we start with you? Sam is always working for the adventure with a little bit of saving the world on a side. Composed as always, I see. Were it anyone else, I'd call her out for pulling my leg. With you, I know it's all true. As for me, things are the same as always. Rap shooting for one film, and it's time to start prepping for the next. Recently, I've had this idea for an adventure plot. A group of people who start as strangers, but are forced to travel together after an accident to overcome a slew of trials and thrills. So D&D, pretty much. In a lot of cases, that's pretty much how a lot of D&D like basic starts. I haven't decided what sort of thrills exactly, but things will go well enough for them to grow into heroes. As for the ending, it's also undecided. Maybe our heroes shall go their separate ways, or blaze a trail into the realm of sequels. Blaze a trail, trailblazing. Oops. I've got a few plot ideas besides that one. Frankly, I feel like I have a whole sea of them in my head that tips over every time I lie down at night, drowning me in inspiration. On the one hand, I am sleep deprived, but on the other, I'll never run out of great ideas for as long as I live. Sounds like everything's going smoothly. Well, not everything. There's always funding and sponsorships. Sometimes I run into generous sponsors with great taste, or get opportunities like the Fontanalia Film Festival, but those big breaks are few and far between, so I've had to think of my own solutions. You need any help? Well, thanks for the concern. But no, I'm in no dire need of special assistance. Come on, I have 15 million more. Let me just give you a portion of it. It's a lot of money. I'd avoid resorting to a friend's kindness to achieve my friends as much as possible. All I need from a friend are their kind regards and to keep in touch. I forgot some way to solve my financial problems. For instance, I'm helping my sponsors shoot some commercials. It doesn't pay very much, but it's a good source of a stable income. Commercials? Yes, ever since the film became popular, many merchants and organizations have developed a taste for this new innovative marketing method. They'll go to someone with a plan, and they have them help shoot the film. Rather than focusing on narrative elements, a commercial needs to capture the audience's attention quickly, so they are faster paced, and we filmmakers need to be more creative with our methods. Oh, and the sponsors themselves are full of ideas, not all of them good. Some give contradictory suggestions, while others are befuddlingly unreasonable. Don't let anyone else hear a word of that, though. That sounds rough. It's alright. There's a price to be paid for creating the stories I truly want to. It's like eating seafood. Can't get at that sweet meat within until cracking the shell, can you? Don't worry about me. Also, if you thought my previous examples were absurd, you should have seen the sponsor who insisted that I have my thriller film protagonist, a tough, no-nonsense guy, show up in the film's opening chugging a carton of their baby milk. What? Okay. More commercials shot on the side means fewer product placements in my films. But that way, commercial shootings seem like a much more pleasant option. Ah, yes, now that I think about it, there's a little something I could use your help with. Interested? What is it? Well, it's been an age and a half since we last worked together. We shot tons of good films then, and if memory serves, you quite enjoyed the process too. Want to try making a commercial together this time? They're quite different from films, but they have charms all of their own. I shot all the needed material beforehand, so you won't have to run around filming new scenes. All we need to do is add a little creative spice to the editing. Uh, Post-production and editing? Great. In that case, come find me when you have time. Don't worry about the final product. I just wanted to do something meaningful with an old friend. And if anything comes up with the sponsors, I'll handle it. Besides, commercials are meant to be interesting. Let's us follow our muses and go with the flow. Who knows? Things might turn out better than we think. Okay, cool. Yeah, it is literally just editing. Easier than normal video editing. Following the synopsis, please or select appropriate assets for each shot, then compile them into a complete sequence and finish editing. By getting aligned with the synopsis, you can earn rave reviews. Once you've received a rave review, you'll no longer be restricted by the script limitations, enabling you to decide the total number of assets you use and experiment freely by creating final cuts of different lengths. Each asset can be used a minimum of 3 times for the same script. The assets are viewed to Bravo available assets and corresponding lines. Cups. You can save the final cut after editing. The first cut you complete will be set to share by default. You see the final cut shared by your friends in the editing records. Okay. Huh. Hold on, let me look at trying to find rewards. Okay, oh yeah, I see it on there. Okay, so each of these gives 80, and there's 5. That's cool. Huh. I mean, it's not that many. It's not even a full 3. Oh, cool. And it's all the everything up till Natlin, with the exception of Natlin. It's Knights of Favonius, Xiangling. Uh, oh, okay, that's Ito playing Genius Invocation, and then some kind of Under the Deal happening for some reason with Genius Invocation. Oh, and I see Shinobu up there as well. This has Farazan, which is actually kind of cool. I love seeing the love for Farazan, one of my favorite character designs and just characters in general in the entire game. An alchemical potion advertising commission from the Knights of Favonius. The client hopes to focus their marketing on the importance of choosing the right potion. Okay. Oh, go at it. Let's see. Reading, it never helps me all that much. It'd be better if I go through this. Okay, my dear friend, the work of editing has officially begun. Our first commission comes from the Knights of Favonius. They want us to produce an advert for their alchemical potions that utilizes boldly contrasting shots to emphasize the importance of choosing the right one. According to my outline, we should first present the unsatisfactory results that arise from drinking ordinary potions, then use narration to tell everyone that this is an everyday occurrence. Finally, we can show the improved combat performance that results from drinking superior potions. I recommend you follow this logic when editing your first cut, then see what it looks like and gather some client feedback. Of course, I back your artistic vision 110%, so feel free to edit the assets as you see fit. After all, this commission comes from the City of Freedom, so free and unfettered editing may be blessed by fate to produce unexpected results. Oh, and by the way, I hear that potions from Mondstadt can bestow inspiration. Do you think they could help me improve my filmmaking in the future? Damn. Okay, I see what this is. I see how this works now. Okay. And that's the synopsis. Okay. I thought it was going to be like 4 shots per one of these. Okay. So let's see. So obviously it says sucrose, so it can only be like these 2. I'm too late studying. Even with you were up too late studying, Noelle's like one of the most physically powerful characters in the entire series. Uh, which one is it? I'm trying to figure out which order it is with these 3. Okay, yeah, that makes sense as the first one then. That felt like it should be the last one, but now that I see how it works, yeah, I see how the sentence forms. Yeah, it's a cool event. And that gives you free editing. Who'd have thought the final cut would turn out to be so entertaining? Is this what real expertise looks like? And that gives me rave review. Well, what? Wait, how do I access the... Do I have to access it through this... through the event menu? Okay, yeah, I have to access it through that. Okay, yeah, use far more assets and then get a rave review is the only things you have to do. Okay, cool. I like these. Time for 1 min. Our second commission comes from Liawa's Wanmin Restaurant. It's another advert looking to cook up new customers. To be honest, this one caused me a bit of a headache at first. I just don't know anything about Liawa cuisine. But as luck would have it, I ran into a kind-hearted Liawa poet who helped me pen a very catchy script. Now, my friend, might I trouble you to edit this one to match the logic of that script? Though I must say, our good poet didn't seem too set in her ways, so I'm sure she wouldn't begrudge you a little editorial freedom. Anyway, the decision is yours, and I look forward to seeing the final cut. Okay, so it is another, how many? 13 this time. Woba greeting customers. Chef Mao's sale pitch. I'm trying to make sure I look at everything. Oh, where's Chef Mao? That's different. It's probably this one then. Which promotes Wanman's location. Where's location? Is there anything with location? It says something about which promotes Wanman's location. Exert servant standards. Or is it? It's probably this one. Maybe? Oh, wait, no, there's one right here. I'm just blind. Just this for the Mormon restaurant. Delicious dishes. And then service a smile. There we go. Should be in that order. Shenhe's poetry. I forget. I forget Shenhe still fucking works there. It's awesome. Uh. Okay, so how many other 1, 2, 3s are the only 3? Yeah, well, I mean, except for that one. That's probably the last shot. Let's see, what order? Budget friendly. What does it mention? Prices? Oh, here it is. Prices. There we go. Xiangling's part of the pitch. Fresh flavors and diverse menu. Guoba's secretly snacking off. Okay, I think that should be good. My confusion is with this specific set of 4. This one's obviously last. It's got to be these 3 in a specific order. Oh, you can use the same asset multiple times. I didn't even realize. Somehow I just did not realize that. There we go. That one should work. Oh, this one actually is voicing. Cool. I thought they wouldn't have any voicing for any of them.
Our renowned chefs bring you the very best with every bite. And our waiting staff love to provide service with a smile.
Hungry for change? Discover new flavors at One Mean Restaurant. Our diverse menu is sure to have a dish with your name on it. Why settle for less when you could be feasting like an adeptus? One Mean, where life tastes better. Loba! Not again!
In need of ads, who should you call? The traveler's name stands proud and tall. Good food, fine wine, a bustling hall. The perfect poem completes it all. Cool. Okay. It's only that I have to go out and then back into the event screen every time, but it's a cool little one. Endorsed commission from Genius Invocation TCG. The client hopes to promote a new deck. I'm really curious to see this one. Next submission is from Inazuma, the land where we first met. Looking back, if it wasn't for you in the Nation of Eternity, I'd never have fallen down the filmmaking rabbit hole. Thinking about it brings back so many memories. Apologies for going off topic. The client wishes us to advertise a new Genius Invocation TCG deck, but focusing on the joyful atmosphere when a handful of friends play together. Creating such an atmosphere shouldn't pose a problem for you. Anyway, just like before, if you have any other ideas, feel free to let me know. How many is it total? 12. They're handing out an allowance to the members of the target game, followed by a scene where they discuss how to spend it. Just giving an allowance should be. Let's see. Where is there any? Trying to figure out if there's any other thing that works as an intro. Okay, so it's definitely this one first. Your allowance. They have money to give the Artaki gang an allowance. No. Shinobu has the money. Shinobu gives the money to Ito, and Ito gives the money to the others. That's funny. I like how it's the Artaki gang that's doing the promotion for Genius Invocation TCG. Despite the fact that our Ito has no idea what he's doing when he's playing that game. Have we ever played uh, Shinobu outside of like the thing to get her? I don't even know. Actually, I don't think I ever got her. I don't think she ever. I don't think she was out when I first played. I'm not sure. I have to check that later. Taquito to Hannah. Okay, so the second one should be them. My favorite novel. Maybe I should save it up. And there was another one. No, it's not it. Hold on. I think it should start with that one. Should start with. Hold on now. There's one I'm missing. The Genius Invocation TCG advertising slogan. Hold on, let me make this one this. This one makes the most sense in this order, I think. It feels like there's some spots that are missing, or there's just too many slots. I'm not sure.
Whoa, I could buy my favorite novel.
Maybe I should save it up.
Tri-flavored skewers, anyone?
Oh, is Max not available?
Boss?
Have you forgotten what your allowance is for? Okay, yeah, that definitely makes sense order-wise.
I'm gonna do that.
That specific part. I have no doubt she's by far the best out of all of them. Just what I expect from my dear friend. Exactly how I wanted it to be shot. I'll be counting on you to film the next Beetle Brawl advert, too. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool one. Okay, now we're doing this one. Public service announcements commissioned from the academia. Huh. It's not an attempt to get more students enrolled. How should I put it? It's a public service announcement and definitely not an advertisement for new students. The purpose is to warn students to be careful when choosing an academic focus. Keep that in mind and try not to get distracted by a certain lead actor. Naturally, you can explore other creative directions, as long as you manage to leave a lasting impression on the students who watch it. As another actor said to me, sometimes to cut is to create. Okay. Collecting her thoughts by her desks. Messenger arriving with students, frozen eagerly receiving the letters. Uh, which one is when she's given the letters? It's probably this one. It's from two different students, so it's this one. Uh, let's see. When would I other? So there's these two. This one is the last one, I assume. 'Cause this one's this one, clearly. Hold on. Something like that, probably. A new locus for your focus. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Okay. Well, I think this should work. It's a little hard without seeing the animation beforehand.
Madame Farazan, letters from the students.
Thank you for your invitation, Madame Farazan. I've given this a lot of thought, and in the end, I think I'm gonna focus on Kasharawar.
Sorry, Madame Farazan. While I'm very interested in mechanisms and ancient texts, I'm stretched thin as it is. I need to focus on my other classes.
Hey, folks, don't place all
Oh,
your yokes in
hi,
a single
Alejandro.
basket. Broaden your horizons today and find a new locus for your focus.
Okay. Alejandro's here, though. There's been an increase in the number of students coming to see me. Were the academia telling the truth? Is this really an advert to attract students, or is it all down to editing? Oh. Okay, does doing this let me go back to the main other menu, or no? It does not. Yeah, I do have to, there is no other way. I do have to go back in every time. And lastly, it's for whatever this is. Commutant Kitchen. Oh, the tabletop troop. Cool. Awesome. Let's go. D&D. Still probably one of my favorite ones. I wish they did more with the actual like roll for initiative and everything. It'd be cool if they actually added their own version of D&D into the game that you can like actually play. That'd be cool. Maybe use dice instead of a deck of cards, but you know, like actual dice. But you know, it's whatever. Recruitment commission from the tabletop troop. Sign-ups for create an exciting professional tabletop adventure. Attract more people to join their club. Alright, let's do this. It's probably got Clorand in it. Maybe Navia? Oh, Farina's there too. Okay. It's time for our final commission. This one's simple. A recruitment advert for the tabletop troop. The client wants us to attract more hobbyists to their club by showcasing an exciting and a well-run tabletop adventure. For editorial experts such as yourself, a commission like this should be child's play. You know the drill by now. As long as you complete the basic requirements, you're free to work your creative magic. That said, the cast seems a bit overqualified for a hobby club recruitment ad. Champion Duelist, the president of Spina di Rizzula, a world-famous magic duo, and even Lady Farina herself. That is true. Yeah, I love how the tabletop troupe has one of the best fighters, the president of one of the most powerful like groups on Tivat, that isn't like part of the government of any specific area. Literally a world famous magic duo. That's just blatant. And then an ex Archon. Must admit, I was quite nervous after I found out who we'd be working with. You don't think this tabletop troupe is a cover of some sort of secret society, do you? Maybe there's a deeper meaning behind it all. And also, another person that was added in that group was us originally as well. Okay. So they also had like one of the world's best heroes, or probably the world's best hero, just period. The scene revolves around members of the tabletop troupe taking part in an activity together. Guided by their game master, Cloran, they encounter a merchant, a stern shield crab blocking their path, and a crier design guarding some treasures, in that order. Navia, who's playing an adventurer, will attempt to use persuasion in each encounter. Wait, I'm gonna persuade. Stop doing that! Stop trying to seduce the catfish. Just walk over the damn river. Awesome. I love that it's such a good representation. Also, Navia constantly annoying Cloran the entire time is amazing. A natural 20, baby. I cannot believe we just got nat 20. Okay, this should probably be the first one, I imagine. Can I use persuasion? Can I use persuasion? Can I use persuasion? Can I use persuasion? Wait, surely you can't use persuasion on plants. Ah, I gotta talk with plants. Fuck you, bitch. I love that shit. It's so stupid. Ah, talk with plants. Fucking, it's so stupid. I love it. Has led you to a nervous merchant. She seems guarded. Questioning her could be tough. Can I use persuasion on her? Convince her to hold on. Show you the way. Suddenly, a vicious stern-shield crab blocks your path. Can I use persuasion on it? Following up tip from the stern-shield crab, you long lost find the treasure, but standing guard above it is a cold, unforgiving cryo Regisvine. Can I use persuasion on it? It's so dumb. Wait, surely you can't use persuasion. I can't speak with plants. It's such a dumb ability. Now look at that, natural 20. Fine, the cry Regisvine sheepishly burrows back into the ground, and the treasure is all yours. That's literally what it's like to get a nat 20. It's just like, oh, fuck it, fine. uh, awesome. That's so cool. It's literally just, hey, watch the stupid shit you can do in this game with a high enough stat. Awesome. It literally is just D&D. Can I use persuasion? You convince her to show you the way, but suddenly a vicious stern-shield crab appears to block your path. Trying to come up with as many ways to stop the player as possible from doing that stupid stuff. Can I use persuasion? You falling tip for the stern-shield crab, you at long last find the treasure. Standing guard above it is a cold and unforgiving cryo Regisvine. How long does it take for the next one? Oh, this one's long. Can I use persuasion?
Oh, wait. Surely you can't use persuasion on plants.
Yeah, I can. I can speak with plants. And a nat 20. Cryo Regisvine sheepishly burrows back into the ground. That's so stupid.
Get together with your friends. Adventure awaits.
I still can't get over the fact that Lenny's voice actor is the same person who voice acts Lionheart from Ruby. I'm not kidding. That's the same voice actor. That's crazy range. Both the narrative and execution were beyond fault. Even I struggled to find anything to criticize. Nice. I got all the rave reviews. That one was probably the easiest one because it just felt natural. Okay, so now I've done... Oh, afterward. There's an afterward to this. I never left. I'm still here. Hello, my gallant adventurer friend. That's the commercial auteur to you, my friend. Glad you didn't find the filming boring. Some self-reflection would have been in order otherwise. We're spending our precious time together on something dull. I mean, we don't get many chances to meet. Tracking down a world walker like yourself was no less challenging than pulling stars out of the sky. Sometimes, like now, I could bump into you in a cafe, but other times I could ask everyone about your whereabouts and still come up empty-handed. The good news is that I'm sure to hear a new, thrilling tale of your travels every time we meet, so our encounters are never boring. But the bad, well, we can never know if any given meeting might be our last. I'm not that incorrigible, am I? Oh, whatever you say. This reminds me of the frickin' one of the Despicable Me translations. I am simply incorrigible. I cannot believe that's an actual title. Any more grousing and I'll turn into one of those empty nesters you see in public service announcements. I'm almost done working with these commercials. After this, it's nose to the grindstone. I'll start work on my next film. Let's keep chasing our dreams even as we go our separate ways, eh? But still, let's have a meal somewhere together. You should have the time. If you prefer not to dine at Fontaine, that's fine too. Good Hunter, Wanman Restaurant, Lambat's Tavern, and the like. And if you want to go picnicking or big game hunting, I'll find a way to keep up somehow. Anyway, please keep in touch. Awesome. He's definitely one of my favorite recurring characters. Like, my favorite, like, recurring, NPC. Cool. And now I'm sitting at a total of 29, almost 30 now. Cool. That's a good event. I like that. It was pretty fun. Real adventure. Should be all for a while, though. For the next while, there aren't going to be any new events because we're only like 5 days away from the next version. So there shouldn't be anything happening for a while. Obviously, still got stuff to do. I've still got to do this, and then I've also still got to do um, this, even though I missed the last one because I'm an idiot and wasn't paying attention to the days. It was literally like the morning that it went away. I was like, oh, I should probably be doing my Spiral Abyss. I wonder how much longer is left. I log in, and then it's just gone. I'm like, fuck. Well, there goes that 600. Anyway, that's cool.